A three-dimensional object that has a top and bottom, or base, that are polygonal, identical, and parallel is a prism. A prism is further identified by the type of top and base it has. So basically what we're saying here is a three-dimensional object is a prism, or anything that, say, could contain a liquid like water. A prism is further identified by the type of top and base it has, means that if, let's say, you had rectangles or cubes on each end, that would be considered a rectangular prism. If you had triangles on each end, or on two ends of the prism, that would be considered a triangular prism. So let's just take a look at a couple of examples here. Here we have a rectangular prism, and we know that because we have a top and bottom that are rectangles. So you can see on the top here we have a rectangle, and you can't see the bottom, but you can imagine that it would be the exact same and would also be a rectangle. A cube is also considered a rectangular prism. So let's say that we cut this in half and it was two perfect cubes and all sides were equal. Well, you would still use the same formulas that you use for a rectangular prism to find volume as you would for that cube. Similarly, a triangular prism has a top and bottom that are triangles. In this instance, you might not think that this would be the top and bottom. That may vary. As long as you can look at two ends and see that there are triangles, you'll be dealing with a triangular prism. So do not be confused with the position of the base. At times it will be physically at the top and bottom, and others it will be on the ends. Let's go ahead and calculate the volume of a rectangular prism then. The volume of a prism can always be calculated by determining the area of the base and then multiplying that by the height of the prism. So basically what we want to do is we want to find the area of this base here and then multiply that by the height of 6 meters. So to find area, we need to multiply the length by width. So in this instance it would be 8 multiplied by 5. To find the volume, we just need to multiply that by 6. So we have 8 multiplied by 5, which equals 40. 40 multiplied by 6 equals 240. So we're left with 240 cubic meters. Now we have cubic meters here, or meters to the exponent value of 3, because we're dealing with 3 separate values of meters here. If there were 2, then it would be square meters. Therefore, the prism has a volume of 240 cubic meters. So yeah, just remember volume is the space inside a three-dimensional object, therefore the units are cubed.